I am 28 years old, and now I understand that I will never get married. Why? I will explain. I really love living alone. I can't imagine how you can live with someone. I love living in silence. When there is silence at home, when there is no one. When someone is at home, I can't do anything. I just sit and wait and endure. I wait until I can send everyone away, then I rest for a long time and come to my senses. I don't know how to live with this. I have never lived in a large family. I am an only child. My father left the family. My mother and I were always alone. Then I moved to a rented apartment, and now I've been living alone for 2 years. And I can't imagine what it's like when there are a lot of people at home. And I'm afraid of it. I can't imagine someone living with me. I'll never get married like that. I'm afraid of it. I understand completely. I'm 27. I also live alone, but I had a relationship with a guy for 2 years. If you take away all the horror that was going on between us and answer this question specifically, then you get used to it. While there are a lot of hormones, falling in love with a person is strong. You think that it is necessary, that you can endure it. You start to miss him if the guy is not around. A person is an adaptive creature. Now I am alone again, and I enjoy being alone. Oh, honey, enjoy the moment. Living alone is a dream of many married women. Darling, don't get married. Live your happy life. I have been married for 17 years and now I have clearly realized that I do not want to live in a marriage. I want freedom and I do not want this husband at home. I feel good and calm with the children. That is why I am getting a divorce now. We have separated, and now I am already seeing positive changes in myself. It is such a thrill to live the way you like. It's such a thrill to live the way you like. I thought I was the only one. I love being alone. I just adore it. I can't imagine a strange man next to me. It's stressful. 0% condemnation, 100% understanding. Life with a man takes away energy, health, and nerves. There were 3 attempts, however, only when I am alone, I am happy. How to live with this? Find a person with the same character. I have been in a relationship with my girlfriend for a year. I am an introvert and she is an introvert. When we want to do our own thing, everyone goes to their own room and does it alone and in silence. And when we get bored, we meet in the kitchen and talk. I have the same story, and it got worse when I first lived with a guy. I like privacy and cleanliness, and I was always annoyed when I came home from work and found out that his house was dirty. After work, I had to cook and clean up after an adult and independent person. In general, I did not understand and did not accept this. I went home with the desire that there would be no one at home. Living alone has nothing but advantages. And there's nothing to do there. Live alone, date your loved one, enjoy your freedom. Not only will he walk back and forth around the apartment, but he'll also start making a lot of complaints. He'll start bossing you around and getting on your nerves. He won't be walking all the time. He'll be lying on the couch all the time. Ha, ha, ha. He won't just walk around, he'll throw things around. Constantly ask you to find his things, give him something and bring him something. Leave dirty dishes, ask for food. Reproach that it's not as tasty, not like in a restaurant or at mom's. That the house is a mess and he won't clean it up himself. You're busy with something incomprehensible. Don't take care of the children or your own affairs, but only him. Well, you know, burp and fart. Snoring, blowing your nose and not flushing the toilet. Taking up most of the bed, arguing with the TV. Taking up the toilet for an hour. Girl, you don't need that. Live alone, and be happy. It's a thrill to be free. Over the years, you understand and appreciate it even more. You're not the only one. I am like that too. I used to think so too. And then I was found by a man who is as quiet and calm as I am, with the same outlook on life. And now we both have a great time together without any fuss. You just need to look for someone similar to you, then everyone will be comfortable. Quite a few people just want human relationships and peace in their hearts. I understand you very well. I also grew up in a family with my mother, where it was quiet and calm at home. Now I live in a hostel with people. I can hardly stand it, but I have to. I also lived with a young man and it was a real nightmare. A very active person. I couldn't stand it, they didn't let me breathe. No personal space. From the very morning the action began. It's like with the cat. One day he appears and that's it, there's no turning back. Right, no need. Marriage is a lie and a drain on energy. I realized this at 40. Society brainwashes everyone else. Now, finally, I've been living alone for a month and I'm having a blast. It's like I'm on vacation. My health has improved and my mood has improved. Live separately forever. To some extent I understand, I am a strong introvert. But I have a husband and a noisy daughter. Actually, I don't like guests and going to guests. I don't need anyone except my husband and daughter. I can hardly stand my husband's relatives when they come. They make noise, ask me to tell them how things are. They think I'm bored. Oh. They don't understand that I'm never bored. It's the other way around. The longer I live alone, the more I like it. According to statistics, married women live less than unmarried women, and men are the opposite. There are those who both love personal space in a couple. The main thing is to have different rooms. I used to think the same way before I had a boyfriend. I realized that when you love a person, you even get used to it and you are not irritated by his presence at all. Family and relatives, after all, are different. But I can't imagine it with children yet. I'll probably get used to it. I understand you. I was married, but after I got divorced I realized that I was free. Living for yourself is much better. I don't want to get married anymore. I got married a couple of times. There is nothing there except stress and loss of health. I have been living alone for a long time and will never get married again. I live with one man and his 3 children. I confirm, it is very difficult morally. I just go away once a week to be alone, drink coffee and stare into space. And I think that you still have time to live alone. All women are abandoned, and in old age, everyone lives alone. You should be married for a little while, just for the sake of it. And raise at least 1 child. I thought the same, dear, until I met a super comfortable husband. On the contrary, it became easier and better. There is a guest marriage. They live in different apartments and visit each other once a week. I thought there was something wrong with me because I didn't want to live with someone. But I listened to you and I felt better. I have been living alone for many years. I have had 2 marriages and a lot of romantic stories. I am a beauty and not hungry, and I also cannot imagine that someone's body will be snoring nearby. I also love silence, my own routine and freedom of choice in how to spend my days. I want to meet with my girlfriends, go to the theater, exhibitions, and shopping. I want to just lie around under a blanket with some goodies all day long and watch my favorite TV series. I want to go to my friends outside the city, to the countryside, for a few days. In general, single life is very corrupting and addictive. Be careful. The man voiced my thoughts. Sometimes it really becomes scary from this realization. Living alone is so good that letting someone into your space becomes torture. Likewise, I also like to be alone, especially after work. Cooking, washing and cleaning up after someone really stresses me out. And also constantly having to agree on everything with someone. I was married 9 years ago, I don't even remember. The impressions were not very good. I understand you so well. I also live alone, and for a very long time. My husband and I broke up, the children have grown up. And I feel very good alone. I love the silence and my own freedom. When I can get up at any time and I don't have to think about what to cook to eat now. I can skip breakfast. I can sleep longer instead of jumping up early in the morning. And do something simple for lunch and not bother myself. My life, my interests, my hobbies. I feel good with myself. You can get married, but explain your needs for solitude. And it is important that it is good to be around a person and easy. Extroverts will never understand introverts. It is like trying to mix water with oil. How different we all are. After all, to each his own. I have a husband and a child. I want silence. Sometimes I can cry because of this. I am a living person, I get tired. I have emotions and sometimes burnout. But how I miss them when I am alone. When it becomes quiet at home, thoughts rush through my mind that I already miss them and want them to be home already. I have a friend who is single, lives alone, has no partner. She told me that she loves my voice messages. Something is always crackling in the background, people's voices. A dog's breath into the microphone. It gives off some kind of warmth. But from the outside it seems like a madhouse. And sometimes friends ask, how can you be together with your husband all the time? He doesn't go anywhere. I can't explain it. Everyone is busy with their own work and the weekends fly by. Lately I've been seeing more and more girls who sit in their cars for a long time just like that. I go to the store, she sits, I come back, she's still sitting. It's almost night outside, and she sits and sits. After the third such incident, I realized that they found a micro point of personal space, peace and tranquility. Apparently, at home it's impossible. I think it's because of living in studio apartments, which are designed exclusively for one person, and people live there with families. It's right to have an adjacent room where you can be alone. This is really important. I understand you very well. I think there are two options, a large area, different rooms. We have two of our own rooms that are located at different ends of the house. We sit and do our own things. Be creative. Sometimes we can visit each other, but most often we talk in the kitchen. We don't bother each other. The second option, we need to come to the point in our relationships where we can be with each other without masks. So that we wouldn't be ashamed to dance or sing in front of him. It was the fear of being ridiculous that triggered me. When I stopped holding back and started doing everything at home that I would do alone, I felt lighter and freer. And it didn't have a negative impact on the relationship. Don't think that they will stop loving you. On the contrary, it will bring you closer because you will feel more comfortable. Well, if you've tried all of this, there is a guest marriage. This is when the husband and wife live in different houses. This is also possible, but the personality develops in a couple. Therefore, I see the point in working through these points. You can live in different apartments with your husband, or sleep in different rooms. Then you will also have personal space and energy recovery. Morning routine alone with yourself, and you will even have time to miss him. But in general, you need to think about what kind of marriage I want. How do I want to feel in marriage? Imagine the ideal for yourself. And it will be. For example, I don't cook for my husband, and he doesn't need it. I cook light meals on weekends. That was my idea of marriage. Although no one believed that such a thing could exist. We sleep separately. This is also my idea of marriage, and he also likes it better this way. In general, you should understand what you want. Feel it on a feeling level. Be imbued with your desired vision. Everything will be fine. Everything has its time. Don't worry.